Hello, I'm Robbie Fowler and you're watching Redmen TV.
Hello, welcome to the Redmen TV, a special breaking news edition which is fast becoming the Let's Talk About How boss Ian Ayre has become at his job as Liverpool announced the signing of Nathaniel Clyne from Southampton for a fee reportedly in the region of £12.5 million. We discussed this on the Res News Roundup show this week, which you can check out on the website and it'll be linked at the end of the video in loads of greater detail. We had the bid for 10 million rejected, and it looked as though we were probably going to have to go up to like 15 or maybe even higher. And you know, we've seen that happen so many times in the English transfer market in particular. Inflated prices for players who've got a few England caps or are just English in general, and there was that real fear, we were discussing this, that £15 million was edging towards too much money for Nathaniel Clyne, and even the potential that could be above that. 12.5 million, it's weird how, you know, 2.5 million, you know, in real terms is like a ludicrous amount of money. It's more than you or I will ever see in our whole lifetimes. But in football terms, you know, it's not a great deal. And yet the difference between like £12.5 million and £15 million, and the difference between me thinking this is a good piece of business and we're probably edging towards it not being a great piece of business is a bit weird. But I personally absolutely delighted to see him come in. You know, 24 years old. Fits the model of what Liverpool have been looking for so far. He's a player whose his value is only going to increase if he continues on the upward trajectory of his ability and performances. So I'm pleased. I'm very interested to know what your thoughts are, and do let us know those in the comments section underneath the video. Look, it's absolutely clear. We've gone into this summer, and I think I've seen a lot of people saying Liverpool need, and I've seen people listening, half a dozen positions that Liverpool needed to go out and buy this summer. For me, it was a centre forward and at least one fullback, probably two. We've still not identified the centre forward issue as yet, but you know, going out and getting the right back position sewn up was an absolute essential. When you look at the fact that Glenn Johnson was Liverpool's first choice right back at the end of last season with no competition whatsoever, you know, thanks to injury or lack of form from the players around him. We're talking about John Flanagan, we're talking about Javier Manquillo, who just didn't seem to hit it off with Brendan Rodgers or with the Liverpool team in the second half of that season. Nathaniel Clyne is a big step up from what we've got, and it's echoed in a lot of the comments I've seen on Twitter as well. So absolutely delighted. Another piece of decent business. It's great how, to be honest, like, you know, Roberto Firmino signed off, boxed off. He's been pictured with a Liverpool shirt that looks like the worst Photoshop ever, and yet it's real. That's good, and how much that's put a positive spin on everything that Liverpool's done so far. All of a sudden, all the free transfers we've signed prior to this don't seem like a bad piece of business at all. They seem like exceptional business. It looks like Liverpool have been incredibly canny in the transfer market, and that's Nathaniel Clyne added into that. Just looks like you're starting to look at this picture, this rounded picture of what we're trying to achieve, and the fact that we're getting it done before the 1st of July is absolutely sensational, and all the credit's got to go to, you know, to the manager and to the recruitment team, and that's Ian Ayre going out there and sorting the deals out, and you know, the people who are laying the groundwork for these deals. Absolutely phenomenal, great work. Window opens in a week, and we've done the vast majority of the business that we're going to do. Absolutely fantastic. No deadline day dramas, hopefully, but you know, that's great. You know, hopefully Liverpool players can come in and have a great pre-season and really hit the ground running, because God knows they need to. We discussed Nathaniel Clyne. We discussed, more importantly though, Roberto Firmino in loads of depth and detail on the Reds News Roundup show. That's on the redmentv.com. I'm going to annotate to it at the end of the video. You can click through, go straight through. It's completely free for a month if you want to try it out. I think it's a 15-minute show where we talk about where he's going to fit in, how much we love the notion of it, where we think Liverpool's transfer business is going to go from here on in. We're talking about Carlos Bacca, we're talking about Rondon as well, who's been linked, and Iliara Mendy. Will these kind of players be what Liverpool need to complete a sensational transfer window? Would you accept 50 million for Sterling, etc, etc? Go and check it out. It's just £2 a month. After that, if you like it, you can keep it, and that's how much it'll cost. If you don't, whatever, man, whatever. But we're here for you throughout the summer. More in-depth, detailed, boss, interesting, funny, cool, I don't know, couch-based chat conversations. Anyway, thanks for watching. Give the video a thumbs up. Comment on Nathaniel Clyne in the comment section below, and on Ian Ayre as well. Because why not? Or if you're just angry, if you've got something that's angering you, you know, you don't have to drink the Kool-Aid. Let us know if you're miserable about something. Let us know that in the comment section as well. Any players you'd like us to discuss, leave those in the comments, and we'll try to get to those later this week, starting next week. Chris will have a stats video on Nathaniel Clyne. Check that out on the YouTube channel as well. Thanks very much for watching. Ta-ra.
Going to get straight into it. Roberto Firmino, he's 23 years old. He's a marauding attacking midfielder. Reported fee, as I mentioned before, £29 million. Currently playing his trade for Hoffenheim in Germany. He was signed there in 2010, December 2010 actually. Brazilian international.